Hi lovely manifestors, today's video is around 2 ways that you can use for you to manifest whatever you want in your reality. Depending on the state of being of my clients and how long they've been trying to manifest without success before coming to me, I need to decide what option is best for them. And then I adjust according to how the session goes and their level of consciousness. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabine and I am a manifesting coach. On this channel we talk about spirituality, law of attraction, manifestation. If you'd like to book a coaching session with me, you can follow the link down below in the description box, or you can have a look on my website at Zennumerostar.com. Okay, so here are 2 ways to manifest whatever you want. I have restricted to 2 ways here simply because they are the 2 ways I am most familiar with and with which I have success every single time. The most basic way, I would say, is in 3 steps, and it is the most common and the most known way to manifest. It is ask, believe and receive. Okay, so let's talk about that first process. The asking part is equivalent to the selection part. As you select or choose what you want in your universal catalog of desires, you are making a decision. In order to make a decision, there is a certain level of confidence to have in that you're making a good decision, and there is also a certain level of self-worthiness to be in, because if your self-worth is at a low point, you might not decide on what you really want, but rather on what you believe that you can have, or you might be restricted in your options as your level of consciousness is not expansive. The belief part is where people trip up a lot because they want to believe, but it's more hope than having trust. And then there is a mix of having doubts, looking for feedback from your current reality. When that happens, your focus is unstable and your 5 senses are on alert and you get triggered quite easily. And obviously, because logically speaking, it does make sense, but the more insecure you feel, the worse it gets. So usually the common solution at that point that I have seen in many teachings is to choose some affirmations and keep at it until your brain accepts the new instructions, with a risk of you going back and forth with doubts and hopes and all the rest. And then you reach the third point, which is the receiving part. So the ask, believe and receive. We are now on the receiving part. When you reach that section, it is because your manifestation has managed to go through the belief part of the process. So that's great. Now it's time to receive. But if you've been trying for a while, hoping for a while, you are more and more noticing the lack of your manifestation, which is not the best state of mind to be in. You are therefore resisting the delivery of your manifestation, you see. Maybe this is only my experience, but this is what I've seen in a lot of cases. What I believe is happening here is that for me, the process works great. Well, that first process, if your set point is not too low, and if you're working on yourself as you go through the process. But if you get stuck in one or the other section of the process, the best solution for you is to get back to the basics. And that would be my second way to manifest, and it happens to be my preferred way and the one I teach my clients to follow over time. In other words, I always gently direct their awareness back to the basics. Let me show you and see if it makes sense to you. If it does, you can do it also and you will get some results in your own reality. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, so for me, what has always worked was to understand how energy works, what my set point was, and what was my innate manifesting ability. This is the basis, the foundation, if you will. In that section alone, there are really a lot of aspects to look at. For instance, your boundaries, your level of confidence, where you position yourself in your reality, how much power you believe you have. This effectively gives you strong foundations and gives you the stability you can always rely on if you ever doubt what you are manifesting. This is a step where only your energy is being looked at and not your manifestation. To me, that first step is going to give you the real basis for manifestation purposes, and it is on that you can always fall back on if you have a doubt or if you see no success. Without it, I found that my manifestations were back and forth and were not always happening. But when that is into place, the rest is really easy. So then there's a second step, is the selection stage, which would be equivalent to the ask of the first process. With the huge difference that you will come from a place of stability, of inner knowing that you are a powerful manifester, and as expansion about the choice you can make in your universal catalog, you will activate your desire instantly as you are immediately in alignment, as it's called. You will still check your manifestation with the way you feel, of course, but usually you feel okay because you don't doubt its feasibility, its possibility. You do not question if it's out of your reach. No, you understand that as you have selected your desire, you have placed an order and you have invited the order in your energy and in your reality. The only question really is not, is my manifestation happening? No, the only question is my desire worthy of me? Well, I hope it is. And the belief part is already activated, so you get to the inspired action part. When lots of manifestors worry about their desire coming to pass or not, you act on your inspired actions. Okay, so let's say that you're after manifesting a trip to Sicily. Well, off you go on the internet and start Googling what you can do there. You start looking for flights and so on. You imagine what the weather could be like, how fantastic it will be to spend a week there, and you feel good about it. The rest of the day you go about your life as usual. If you work, you get on with work. If you go shopping, you do your shopping, or whatever it is that you normally do. With the difference that because you are a confident manifester and you know that you select what you want and that it shows up in your reality, you do not waste your time doubting it, worrying about it, wondering where it is, catastrophizing about it, and so on. When you imagine what you want, it is because you want to feel good. So you think about what you are manifesting and it feels great. In other words, you do not use a technique such as visualization in order to manifest what you want. You see the difference? You imagine it because it makes you feel good. And the receiving part, which is the last part, becomes the natural consequence of your focused thoughts, of your aligned feelings about your manifestation, of how you have prioritized you in your reality over your manifestation. In other words, how you have prioritized your energy. I intend that this video has given you relief that there is more than one process to manifest, but essentially, as long as you know who you are, as long as you are confident and focused on your desired outcome, you can manifest whatever you want with ease and speed in your reality. And that was the video for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If that is the case, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, happy manifesting!